Alright guys, welcome back to NORDERRA, episode 3. First let's just double check our sound, make sure that that's working correctly before we go any further. Excuse me. Alright, so welcome to NORDERRA episode 3. Last we left off, the adventuring group had made their way to the city of Vennensod, just outside the city. They haven't gotten in line yet to gain entry into the city, and I do believe that they're planning on discussing some stuff among themselves before they enter. But for now, as per usual, Rob, how are things going for you, sir?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Spent a lot of money this week. Had to get a new phone. But apart from that, not bad.
Had we left the age of the dinosaurs and entered into the age of technology?
Sadly, yes. I no longer have my beloved flip phone that I had for 11 years.
Excuse me. Ladies and germs, I'm getting over a bit of a cold. Just a little bit of a sinus problem, so forgive me. Josh, how's things going for you, sir?
Pass.
Pass?
Pass.
George?
Chronically overworked as ever.
Fair enough. Everything else going okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Mr. Hunter? How's things going over there with your skull cup?
Good. Using it as a placeholder for my shake.
Are you giving you brain freeze?
Yes. I'm doing good. It's interesting week. So
Fair enough.
helped this one haul a lot of stuff. What we hauled yesterday was heavy.
And it's gonna get worse tomorrow.
Yep.
Excuse me. So, Stacy, how's things going over there?
Like I said, the night before game day sucks.
Why is that?
I
Sleep?
couldn't turn my brain off. I got to bed at 6 this morning.
Excuse me. Yeah, I had the same problem. I didn't get much sleep last night. Between the dogs and prepping for game, I probably got about an hour and a half, 2 hours, if that. So, we're going to be running on Steam today, guys. All right. So, last we left off, you guys were just coming up on Vennensod, and you had paused off to the side and pulled the cart over to do some talking. So I'll kind of open the table up now for you guys to do that.
Alright. So the twins will kind of look at everyone and say, so what are we going to do when we get in?
Deliver.
To whom? I think we need to report what happened to the magistrate. Sadly, I think that also means we need to give them everything we found on those oxen. I think keeping any of it makes us, in some way, suspect to whatever was going on with those oxen.
Loki is curious. Who's to say the magistrate isn't working with these people?
All the more reason to give this to them.
How are they to know that we had anything to do with it?
Well, we're walking in with at least one of their oxen left.
We don't have to.
You're going to abandon him.
We could tell him to shoot.
What do you think about that, Oxen? Not talking anymore?
He's just kind of looking around.
Insight check?
Sure.
What I'm trying to figure out is if he's intentionally not talking because he doesn't want anyone to know he's awakened, or if he's no longer awakened.
Okay.
Insight is 15.
Seems dumber than yesterday.
Okay. Regardless, if you don't like that suggestion, what's your idea, Loki?
Oh, give bladder.
I assume you have it. I don't know, but well, yeah, here.
All right, I'll take over to Hottie. Find. He'll start sniffing. What does he need to roll in order to track for a scent around here?
Wait, wouldn't that just
Because it's been inside of the cavity of the body, that's all he's gonna smell.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, no luck.
Loki thinks that we should not turn these in. Find a place to hide them away for a time and leave them be.
And if we're discovered with them,
How would we be discovered with them if we don't have them?
or
Tap him on the shoulder. Tap Hottie on the nose.
what he said. Look, we understand that this stuff is valuable. We get that. And we would love to keep it, especially like this health potion that might keep us alive. But they were never ours, and if anybody comes looking for it, we're the targets. And besides, we've never been to this city. I mean, do you have a hiding hole in this city that you can go to?
Loki was thinking to just bury it somewhere.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Where would we bury it?
Anywhere in the wild.
Oh, you're burying it out here.
Anywhere in the wild.
And what happens if the people we were supposed to deliver lists to, whoever it may be, are on the lookout for people walking in with, say, an oxen?
That's why. We don't walk in with oxen.
Bale, what do you think? You've been pretty quiet.
Said this is not my wheelhouse.
Loki believes this is heavy ordnance. There is most likely going to be some sort of skirmish that will happen. Perhaps a coup of some sort.
Therefore, giving it to the magistrate seems wise.
Unless the magistrate is on the payroll of the people that we deliver it to.
Why would you assume that?
Why wouldn't I? Or why wouldn't Loki?
Do you know this magistrate?
No.
So you just automatically assume that every magistrate is dirty.
Loki assumes that everyone has an agenda.
Alright, what's yours?
Discover magic.
Well, we discovered it. Now we can give it up.
No.
Alright. Would I have been through Vennensod, or do you think we would have skirted around it?
It's quite a large port city, so if you didn't want to draw a lot of attention to yourself, you probably would have skirted it.
Okay.
Or you could say that you've been there. I mean, I'm open to either.
Nah, we were...
If you're looking for
Trying to get away.
supplies or...
Well, I'm trying to decide if we would know an inn, because at this point, based on this conversation, the twins would not want to walk into town with him. Nothing personal against you or your character, it's just we would not want to associate with any possible theft that might be associated with it. So we would need some kind of a meeting place. Do towns in this world have usually like city squares with like wells and stuff like that?
Usually.
Would they have like usually a center one
Uh-huh.
and then like smaller ones?
Usually in this era, towns and cities are built around their water sources.
Right.
So, especially in desert climates.
Okay. Then the twins will say to you, If you wish to bury them, go ahead and do so. We will not be a part of that, nor do we want to know where they are. So I will give him I think the only two things that the twins have that were in the supplies were the health potion, so I'll give you the health potion, and the gold dragon scales. So we'll give you the two that the twins have of those.
You actually have a lot of stuff that was in the house. You have the emerald anklets.
Well, we pulled them out. I never assumed that we kept them, but...
Well, they're on the loot list that he put you down as being the one having them.
Oh, okay. Everything that we're a claimant under, we give to them. That came from the group loot.
So we're changing it to Loki.
The only thing...
You're keeping the letter? The one in Thieves' Camp?
No. Nope. We're giving everything that was found in the oxen or on the guy. So I think the only thing that we have a claim to are the manticore spikes. There were 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Which have not been... They're all in Loki's possession right now.
Okay. We will ask for 2 of the spikes, which we consider our fair share.
I will easily give 2 to each of you.
Because that was not from this loot. That
Correct.
was not from these guys. So we would be legally entitled to those as they were given to our party, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Hi, Abby!
So once all that's done, once we have divested ourselves of any materials that came from this endeavor, we will tell you... what time is it, by the way, that we're getting there?
It's maybe 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. So we will tell you that we will meet you at the well in the center square at 8 p.m. 12 hours from now.
If the twins would also like, Loki can perform a ritual that might put you at ease with Loki burying these.
And what is that?
Could I perform the augury ritual?
What is the augury? I don't know what that is.
Basically, it's within a certain amount of time, would a decision be good, bad?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, you can...
Is it casting?
Do you have the ritual?
that seems like
yes.
a good idea.
Then yes.
Second level spell, so yeah.
Yes, by all means.
I just need to find the specific wording of it. And basically what I'm going to do is would turning these things in...
Remember, as I stated at the beginning of the game, since this is the first major spell you've cast, magic works different right now. Magic is not very solidified and defined. So you could attempt to break the boundaries of the written spell. You can try to alter spells to your liking early on, since you guys are here at the time when magic is being formed.
I mainly just want to do as normal.
I know. I'm just letting you know it's possible. So
I don't want anything to go wrong. So yeah. A specific course of action that I plan to take within the next 30 minutes. DM chooses the following options: wheel for good results, woe for bad, wheel and woe for both good and bad, nothing for results that aren't specifically good or bad. Spell doesn't take into account any possible outcomes that might change the outcome, such as casting of additional spells or loss or gain of companion. So yeah. So I am basically just asking, or do you actually want me to ask it as character?
yes, I would prefer that.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to know who all is around when you say this.
I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm not doing this on the road, obviously. Like,
Well, as I said at the beginning of the session, you guys pulled off the road,
Mhm.
out of eyesight of the road,
okay.
to discuss, like, near a couple of trees.
Oh, okay. I'm fine with them being here.
So the 5 of you and...
Hild is not.
Yeah.
Hild will be attending to the oxen.
But you're with them in proximity.
Sure.
Okay.
Just not, like,
Yeah.
watching.
Okay.
I just didn't want, like, random strangers to see. But I don't care if they see.
Actually, Hild will stand watch.
Okay, so you are close to them.
Well, close to the road, more like if she sees someone, she'll come get them.
Sure.
If Loki and his friends were to deliver the items found within the oxens to give to the magistrate of the town of Vennensod. Would that be good or bad?
Roll me a percentile.
Uh, 36.
Hild, make me a wisdom save.
Not very good. That will be a 9.
Okay. I need the 4 of you to make perception checks, please. Just the 4 of you.
Oh, us 4?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm including the twins as a 1.
Yep, and that's what I would want you to do. There might be some situations where you might choose
Yep.
to give me advantage, but for the most part, we're one character. Dirty 20.
Okay.
17.
Natural 20, so 24.
21.
Okay, so all 4 of you see Hild's eyes go white. And she starts to walk towards the group. And you see around her eyes on the corners, it cracks. And you see what looks like kind of blood trickle down her face a little bit. And you see her, like, her face and her head kind of warp, like she's out of place in time. And you hear 3 voices come from her that says, "Beware the road you walk. Decisions that you make will have great impacts on many lives. Surrendering the items that you have will benefit many lives, but will also cost many lives." And then you'll see the individual will walk right up to you, to Loki, and will say, "You must choose the appropriate way to deal with this situation. If you truly wish to achieve your greatest potential, you must bear the weight of this decision." And then you'll see she snaps out of it back to normal, and you are completely unaware of what just happened.
Simultaneously, the twins will say, "Are you all right?"
That's a new one.
Is there still blood?
Yep.
The female will take her handkerchief and try and wipe it off if you let her. Ooh, I don't know if I have a mirror. I don't think I do. You are bleeding. Oh, right. We should have remembered that. They'll clean the blood off, and the male will pick her up yet again and bring her over to the cart. Lay her down. And then take up her position as scout, or as lookout.
Well, everyone has heard what will happen.
So the male is gone. The female would have stayed. She said, that didn't tell us anything. But the decision's apparently yours, so.
Damn it.
We will not walk into that town with potentially stolen items. Now, we will meet up with you later. That is acceptable. But we will not walk into that town with this merchandise unless we proceed directly to the authorities. If that is not acceptable to you, we understand. We will meet you later.
We will deliver it.
So you're choosing to deliver it to the magistrate?
Yes.
Okay.
Bael? How do you pronounce your name?
Bael.
Bael. Bael?
Sounds good.
Skull? He says we should deliver it to the magistrate. Is that acceptable to you?
Yes.
All right. Shall we? We're head in, I guess.
We will begin heading towards town. Do we want to actually bring this oxen with us? That is going to draw attention.
The what? The ox?
The ox.
I mean,
It's not our ox. We could just slap it on the ass and tell it to go.
All right, we're gonna take a short break for a second. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a dog crisis. So, last we left off, they decided that they are actually going to go into Vennensod and surrender the last remaining oxen and the possessions that they found in the other oxen and tell the story to the magistrate. So, as you guys get everything together and you head over towards the road leading into Vennensod, you notice that this road is heavily traveled. There is probably over 100 people in line, 30, 40 carts. You know, some of them looks more expensive than others. Some of them look like nobles are in them. There's a couple palanquins with important people in it and things like that. And you notice the guards going into Vennensod look very interesting. They all have 4 arms. They look humanoid, and they're wearing armor. It looks like light armor, like black leather of some kind. And they all have 4 arms. Their face is covered with a red veil from here down, so you can't see their eyes or anything.
What color's their skin?
There is no visible skin.
Alright.
Either the armor, the leather, or the veil is covering their skin. They have multiple weapons on their back. Think kind of like Shiva, like you reach back and pull multiple weapons at the same time. And you get to the point where you're the 3rd in line. You're awake now.
When she wakes up, it's like trying to see if there's any more blood on her.
It's already been cleaned off. I'm assuming the twins would have done it for her.
Yep, we did.
Not knowing what happened, she's going to try to hide the cart.
Okay. So, anyone else doing anything? You're just walking with your wolf out of the cart?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just keeping an eye on people, making sure no one comes too close to us.
Who's driving the cart?
Well, actually, yeah, I guess that would have to be me.
Probably you.
So where's your wolf then?
He's just going to be sitting on the bench next to me.
Okay. All right. So as you are the next in, or where are you at, Loki, with your big self?
Next to him, probably, kind of.
There's not enough room.
No, I'm not sitting on the cart. I'm walking beside it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I'm probably next to him, but like walking.
Okay. And Bale?
I'd be on the other side.
Okay. And twins are
We would be behind at that point. So.
okay.
Eat me in the cart.
What's up?
Eat me in the cart.
Yeet. George,
Mm-hmm.
one of your children is deciding to digest paper towel for some reason. If you would mind.
Sam.
How did you know which one? So, as you become the second one in line, you get close enough to the city walls where you notice something. You particularly, there is 12 runes inscribed on the gate on the left side and the right side. The only 2 people here that can cast spells are you 2, correct? You 2.
I can't.
I
Again,
have,
as a ranger.
Yeah, that's a...
because of the wood elf magic, I can cast 3 spells.
So you can cast magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But very, very limitedly.
So the 3 of you can cast magic. You more innately than them 3. Okay. So I need an arcana from you 2, but not you.
Not me?
Not you.
Oh.
You know what it is.
I'm
Oh,
not,
okay.
I'm not going to attempt Arcana. I know nothing about Arcana.
And can I roll if I'm not trained in it?
Yes.
Okay. Only an 11. 11.
11. Okay, so you don't know.
Yep.
Loki knows that they are a combination of multiple different things. When you pass through, it looks for your true form. It's a form of true seeing. It's a form of detecting alignment, detecting fiends, detecting demons, things like that. And then the last thing that you notice is it actually is it detects hidden goods. like smuggled items.
Mm.
So. So, out of game, then you think, well, if you had made it here with the cows and you tried to go through with them,
Bad.
yeah. So, you are now next in line. As you come up, you see 6 guards approach you kind of around. 2 go to the back of the cart. 2 are at the side of the cart. 1 is to the left of the driver, and 1 comes up to the right of the driver and says, "What's your business in Vennensod?" He says with a very clean, clear, and authoritative voice.
Is he asking me?
Yes, because you're the driver.
Delivery.
From who?
Employer's name? I'll ask Hunter's character.
Remember?
Cool. From the back of the cart.
I kind of want to be like, why would Loki remember the name of the dead man?
Enough.
Oragar.
Nope.
Oragar?
Is that what you say?
Yeah, it should be Oragar.
That is not the name of the person who hired you.
He had the signet ring of Oragar that he kept hidden, but his name was Call.
Why did I put call? Oh, okay. I see now. Because I have call Oragar dead employer.
I will allow you to retract that statement
Okay.
because you guys would be going to jail right now. But go ahead. Try again.
Call Oragar.
You literally just said not to do that.
Oh, I thought he said don't do Oragar.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
and
you
you
just
did it
did
again.
Oragar. Here we go.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, good. And that's how this campaign ended.
You didn't get much sleep last night either, did you?
I didn't understand what he meant.
Oh, I got you.
For
Oh my god.
You thought just Oragar. I see.
yes,
I got you.
yes.
I got you.
All right. There comes a rare time when a DM has to make executive decisions. I'm going to allow you to yet again retract that statement. Let's try one more time. Who is your employer?
Currently, no one. They have died.
What was their name?
I'm trying to think of a way to lie, but not make it a complete lie.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if I remember myself?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You were the one he asked originally.
That's an 8. I don't think that makes sense.
It does make it. His
Oh.
name's Call.
Call.
The guard looks at you. Call? That his name?
It may have been.
I should be expecting his delivery.
Yes. Cattle.
One of the guards will kind of tilt his head and look at you.
At me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why do you seem so apprehensive?
Oh, Loki is just trying to think.
Of
Things. Loki has much on his mind.
All right, the twins are going to move up at this point. Excuse us, sir.
one of the middle guards will stop the two of you,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one looks at you. What?
We were hired by a man calling himself Call, asking us to bring his load of oxen to Vennensod. We were beset by a manticore on the way. Call lost his life. The 4 oxen died on the way. This is our only one left. We would like to speak with the magistrate if possible.
I'll point my axe at the twins. That.
He'll go like this, and you'll see 6 archers come over the top of the gatehouse, and 5 guards come rushing out of the guardhouse. You guys are now surrounded,
Mhm.
and they will arrest all of you. Except you, because you're hidden. You can roll me a stealth.
26.
If any of you plan to resist, please tell me. Otherwise, they are arresting you.
Nope.
That's rude to a follower of Odin.
Odin has no power here in Vennensod.
Odin is a god. Odin has power wherever he wishes.
So are you stopping them from arresting you and putting manacles on you?
I don't. Do they even have manacles big enough for me?
No, but they'll loop it.
I mean, I guess I'll let them.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
Wolfguard's cart. They're not going to arrest a dog, are they?
They'll shoot.
It'll run off to the woods.
They will begin to search the cart. All of you are escorted into the guard shack. And yes, it is big enough to house you. They don't seem to find you.
wow.
I'm going to give you +2 to your stealth EXP.
I
So,
love how like you tried to stop me from saying call, but it didn't matter anyways.
call's not what we tried to stop you from saying. He told you twice, and I told you twice.
Oh,
it's
just
the last
Orgar?
name not to say.
Oh,
Yeah, call is what he gave us, but the Orgar is just the signet ring that we found on him. We have no idea if he is an Orgar or not. We just know he had a signet ring with the symbol.
Yeah.
oh.
But using that word would trigger an event for them. So, especially saying that a member of that family was what hired you would cause a problem. But that's roleplay that you guys don't know about yet.
Yep.
That's plot. But anyway, you guys are all put in individual cells. Get down! Negative. You are not climbing on top of the refrigerator to escape. He literally, I watched him out of the corner of my eye, push the gate all the way up so he can get in between the gate and the wall so he can climb up on the refrigerator to get out of.
Very clever.
It was Sam.
I know, he's also clever.
Are the twins separated?
Yes.
They will start like being very agitated and ask very politely to not be separated.
They're going to have everyone
Yeah, we
separated.
understand, but flavor-wise, we have to.
Also, all of your weapons and property is removed from you. I will give you the opportunity to hide things if you choose to. Are you hiding anything?
Normally, we would try and hide our thieves' tools. Oh, shit. Yeah, if they find thieves' tools on us, that could be a problem.
Well, historically, thieves' tools don't look like thieves' tools to anyone other than thieves.
Oh, okay. Then we're
They
fine.
look like metal sticks and bobby pins, kind
Okay.
of. Like, I mean, unless you're a detective or a high-ranking police official, they wouldn't know what that is.
Okay, then no, we will not hide anything.
Ball? Or Bale? You hiding anything? Putting some good berries up your sleeve?
I don't have
I know.
Nope, not hiding.
Loki?
Nope.
What type of objects are they taking?
Everything.
Like even rings?
Yes, everything.
I'm gonna attempt to hide one of my rings. There's two objects they literally can't take.
What's that?
The runes. They
Oh.
literally can't take those.
Yeah, they can't. They actually, when they see them, they won't even try. But, the ring. What ring are you trying to hide?
My ring of water elemental command.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. And where are you trying to hide it? In your mouth, inside your man cavity, underneath your belly button.
I'll try to hide it within my beard, possibly.
Okay, what was your stealth roll?
I have a big beard.
24 is your DC. Oh, George, can you give out the daily inspiration point, please? And one,
You can keep mine. Just
Alright.
and one extra one to Rob, please.
Alright. Oh, there you go.
You need to go lay down, mister, before you get in trouble. You're cruising for a bruising.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
I'm not hiding it, but if they're taking rings, are they going to take my hairpin?
They apparently did not notice your haircut.
Thank you.
So,
I'm also going to try to keep my holy symbol of Odin.
are you hiding it?
Well, it's under my knee.
Okay, roll me a stealth for it. Oh, that's a 9. Never mind. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay. They don't notice it.
Okay.
So, with all of that, we're going to go to Hild. You feel the cart being pulled inside the gate, and you're pulled into what's like a barn almost, and the oxen is tied up in its own little stall. All of the donkeys that were pulling the cart are being detached and inspected, and you see 2 of those guards in there, and you see the magistrate walk in. You're assuming it's him because he's really well dressed. He's wearing silk clothes. He's got a fur around his shoulders. It's stark white, which is usually worn by important people because it's really hard to find and rare. Excuse me. And he has slicked back hair. His hair is black, and his eyes are a bright jade green color. And when you look at him, you instantly feel uncomfortable. Like there's just something about him you don't like. And when he walks in, you see the guards will go like this. Lord Magistrate. And the magistrate will say, is there anyone in here? No, my lord. And they will switch to a different language.
Is that language common, dwarven, elvish, giant, halfling, orc, or undercommon?
It is actually undercommon.
Okay.
Speak to me. And you hear one of the guards start speaking. My lord, some of these individuals came in and they claimed to want to speak to you and present some stuff to you. They have a lot of valuables on them. Some of them actually have magic items. And you hear the magistrate say, interesting. And were they the ones that we received word that were being sent by the traitorous Call? Yes, my lord. They were employed by him. They claim he was killed during their travel here. Impossible. A demigod cannot die so easily.
I'm gonna make a con save.
Okay.
I got a 10 on the die just to kind of like keep my composure about
Yep.
that.
And you hear the magistrate say, very well, I will speak with them individually, one at a time. How many are in their party? 4, your grace, including a wolf that we sent off. A wolf? Yes, the one driving the cart apparently had a kindred wolf with him. He ran off into the woods. Interesting. And one of the other guards will speak up and will say, Sir, I do believe we should proceed with caution, however. And the magistrate will get clearly angry at that and will say, why should I fear anyone in my own city? My lord, I understand you have all of the nobles under your control, but unfortunately one of the people that came is a half-giant, and he has in his possession 2 runes of Odin. And then you hear the magistrate go, what? In my city? I don't want anything that belongs to that piece of shit in my city. Odin has no place here. And the guards say, what should we do with him? Take him out back and feed him to the wolves. Yes, my lord, immediately. And then you'll see them break up. The magistrate will leave. The guards will leave. You are in there by yourself.
Your characters had bows, right?
We had a bow, yeah.
Do I see their bow in the cart?
No. The weapons were taken directly off of them.
Okay. She's gonna sneak out of the wagon.
Stealth?
Yep.
Okay, roll.
That's going to be a 32.
Now remember what inspiration points can be used for. Inspiration points can be used to make me reroll.
Mm-hmm.
They can also do auto successes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But if my success is greater than his,
Mm-hmm.
I would win.
Yep.
So you're saying you beat a 32?
Yeah. 32 is for my roll.
So are you staying with the 32 or are you spending anything? You feel confident?
I'll spend 1 point to make sure they fail.
So you're making me reroll?
Yes.
Do you take the lowest roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20. I would have sought you.
Okay.
That's... I was trying to hint without giving it away, but give you the opportunity. I rolled a 9. Okay, so they do not see you. Where are you going?
When she leaves the barn, is it possible for her to see the guardhouse?
Yes, there's 2 shacks on either side of the gate, and there's one that says stop. There's one that says in common stockades.
Stockades. Well, I can't read. I'll look around. Do I find like a nail or something?
You'll find some horseshoe nails.
She'll pick up a couple of those.
Okay.
And tuck them. And she sees the magistrate leave, correct?
The magistrate's heading back towards his office with his guards with him.
But the 2 guards that he was talking to are going to a different direction.
One is going with him, and the other one went into the building with the stockade word on it.
She is going to kind of hide in the alley to see where they take him. So basically, she's going to stealth and kind of keep an eye on the building.
Okay. So Abby says her dog Harper is whining because she's looking around for the dog that's making noises to make friends with it. What kind of dog do you have, Harper? Samwise is a purebred blue heeler, and Dozer is a adopted half blue heeler, half collie. They're both about the same age. They're a little over 1. Actually, no, they're pushing 2, aren't they?
They're like 1.5.
1.5, yeah. But
Those
Dozer's
are full size.
yes. Dozer is incredibly vocal, and I don't like to. I feel like I torture them if I leave them down in the kennel for too long. So we try to accommodate them without having them make too much noise during stream. But we're gonna try to find babysitters for them next week because it would be nice to get through one session without having to pause 9 times for the dogs. Also for our viewers, we have a special guest that'll be here next week. George's brother Rick will actually be joining us from college for possibly a session or a few. He will not be a main character in the story, but he will be at the table and he will be playing a character. So she's a reservation puppy mutt, 17 breeds in total, mostly German Shepherd, Lab, and Husky, and Pit. Sounds like a beautiful dog. You should 70 pounds, needy, and always talks back. Yeah, sounds like Husky. You should, if you're on our Discord, you should send us some pictures of your dog, and that would be cool. So anyway, back to the story real quick. So About 30 minutes goes by, and 4 of the guards come to your cell. And they unlock it. Come with us.
Okay.
And you see they start to walk you out the front. You see the guards walking him out the front and start heading towards the eastern gate.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 guards.
Question.
Yes.
So you said they took everything. Even our clothes, or are we still wearing clothes?
No, you have your basic clothes.
Okay. But they took the armors that
Yes.
we had? Okay.
She is going to stealthily follow them.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
That will be a
You can give me a perception roll as well.
Whoop.
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
And then, just to make sure that they don't see me.
Well, I rolled 4 times.
Okay.
Do you want me to re-roll the first, second, third, or fourth?
3rd.
Smart.
I
rolled a 19 on the third one, so they would have saw you.
On a 30?
They're high-level guards.
Okay.
So, you got them. You want to see it?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What did you roll?
17.
Okay, so not high enough.
There's no way I could see him.
Nat 20. Enough. Maybe I just need to give you some NyQuil. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so they guide you off out the eastern gate, and you see 4 more guards at that gate, and they stay there while the other 4 guards walk you over to this area. And as you start getting close, you start to smell the smell of death. And you notice about 100 feet ahead of you, there is a large hole and like a mass grave pit. And you start seeing, as you get closer to it, there's lots of bodies in it. You are going through another guard check. You need to give me another stealth roll.
That would be a 29.
Stop. Do you understand? That's
What's
enough.
your plus to stealth?
Stop. Bad dog.
Architect building. Same.
29.
You're good to go.
Okay.
2 of the guards will stay back. The other 2 will walk you over to the hole. And they will push you down to your knees.
Important question. Are we out in the open?
Yes.
Are there any people around?
No. Just the 2 guards, and there's 2 guards halfway back to the guardhouse.
Okay, so
About 100 feet.
there's 4 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
How many, do I see anything in the hole?
Dead bodies.
Anything else in the hole?
Dead bodies. Some kind of white powder strewn across their bodies. Enough.
Chuck 1. Using Boone of Sharpshooter, I'm doing a plus 20 to myself.
Okay. Doing a called shot.
Yep, for an AC of
Well,
31.
Hold on.
Oh.
Called shot to where?
Culture. That's the back. Of the
If
neck.
you are trying to kill this person, you need to do a called shot.
Okay, back of the neck.
Okay. Remember, per the rules, called shot gives you disadvantage.
Okay.
You might kill him, though, even without the called shot, because of your sneak attack.
Yeah, that's right. I can't get sneak attack with called shot, so I'm not going to do a called shot. The to hit would be a 26.
Because with his sneak attack, he does the 10d10.
Okay.
Yeah, but so the called shot though would be an automatic kill, and he already said these are really high level guards. 10d10 might not be enough to kill them.
That's why I'm asking. How do you want to do it? If you're actually trying to kill him, you need to hit him in a vital place that only a rogue could hit him in. which means you would be doing a called shot.
Yeah, I'll have to use cold shot then. Back of the head, that'll be a 26.
26.
After you roll disadvantage, yeah, 26.
Okay. So you throw the dagger, you see it hit at the base of his skull, and he just kind of stands there for a second. And roll me an initiative.
19.
12.
Which guard did he hit?
The one on the left.
Oh, the one on the left of me?
Yeah.
19.
And 17. What did you get?
19 for Nish.
Okay. So the other two guards, roll me a stealth.
Nat 20. For 34.
So defender wins. I also rolled a nat 20, but defender wins. So
But also, you could go off of who has the highest modifier.
it would be her probably. Enough. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Okay.
So, you can act again before they
Take out my other one. Plus 20.
called shot.
Yep, called shot. Again, back to the head with our last dagger. First shot. Ooh, that's a 19 on the die. Or a 17 on the die. Or a 31.
No, it's more than that.
Uh,
if you roll the 17 on
it's
the
at
die and you
least
have a plus
37.
20, it's 37
Yeah,
without
37.
the modifier.
Yeah.
So, you see both of the guards drop down to their knees at the same time beside you,
Mhm.
and just slump over and roll down into the hill, roll down into the hole. And then you notice that there is a dagger in the back of each of their necks, and you see the other two guards start to charge you.
So I turn around and look. What do I see?
You see Hild standing there like this, like she's the one that did it, and then you see behind her two guards, like almost getting ready to land blows on her. And
Beat the guards for right now.
I don't have my movement.
no, it's all gonna happen so quick. So what happens is you see you're getting ready to land a blow, and you see the sky start to turn gray, and you hear thunder. And you hear something woof, 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 through the air.
Oh god.
And
I cover my head.
you just see both of the guards, their heads become pate as you see something fly past.
I see blood.
Huh?
I see blood.
Okay, so you pass out.
I get up. I go over to pick her up.
You're shackled. Manacled, remember?
Only my hands work.
Yeah. So as you're walking over...
Is it possible to try and break the manacles?
Yes.
I'll try and...
Give me a strength check.
Do it this way.
18?
They break.
They're probably not, because they were manacles. The manacles were, like, wrapped around.
They
right?
weren't used correctly. They had to engineer a way to put it around your big-ass forearms.
Mm-hmm.
And you see an individual land in front of you with... he has long blonde locks, big blonde beard, very built statue.
Oh, you're going the MC route, not the OG Nord route, huh?
And he has a helmet on that has a set of feathered wings.
Mm-hmm.
And you see he has a hammer in his hand that looks very familiar.
Oh yeah, I'm well acquainted with that hammer. Well, not personally, but heard the stories. I'm a little scared. My character is, so. Oh. What is the great Thunderer doing here?
My father has requested some assistance be given to you in your time of need.
I am Loki's deeply flattered.
Don't be. It won't happen all the time. And you'll see him and fly off.
I will go to pick Hild up.
Okay.
I will carry her to a. I'll also grab whatever their guards' weapons are. And I'll like chuck the guards' bodies down to the hole.
Okay. You do so. Give me an intelligence check.
19.
Are you going to look underneath their veil to see what they are?
Well, I can't really. Not on these two.
Oh, that's
Their
right.
heads are pated.
That's right. I forgot. Oops.
I mean, I could look at the other two, but they're
You're not
down
going
in
to
the
take
hole.
the time, yeah.
Yeah,
My bad.
it'd be a
My-
waste of time.
My mistake. So, where are you heading at this point? Enough. Go lay down. Go lay down.
What types of guards did I see as we were coming in?
The same kinds.
No, like when I was being brought from my cell to the kill spot, how many sets of guards did we pass? Like that were just standing.
Oh, there was 8 at each guard house, and there's guards up on the walls, and there's groups of 4 patrolling inside the city. Come here. Come here. Stop. Do you understand? Stop. Stop it. You understand? Enough. That is enough.
I don't have any sort of magic that would help me really in a situation like this.
I said no.
I will attempt to wake Hilda.
You wake up.
Hild.
You dropped these.
Did those other guards have 2 daggers on them?
In the back of their heads.
No, I mean like a spare dagger.
Nope.
What types of weapons did they have?
They actually have 4 copations each.
That's a weird weapon.
You need to make him calm down, George. Both of them.
I'm gonna try letting him outside.
You shouldn't have given this stuff to this magistrate. I don't know what you were
We
thinking.
don't need it.
It was my idea to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, no, you were
I
right.
knew this would happen.
You were right.
That was a terrible plan, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I didn't say anything.
That's true.
Go potty. Okay, I wake up and I look at you.
We need to get the others out of their cells.
I need both of you to make a perception check.
That's getting better. 10.
You're still groggy.
8.
I will let you know that one of you needs to see this. So, if you want to spend a point.
How many points do you have, Josh?
Probably more than you. Yep.
You see 4 figures in the shadows along the wall.
I'll pull on your arm and I'll point to him.
Oh, look.
You barely can see their outlines.
Are they trying to use magic to hide?
No,
No. Okay.
they're just really good at hiding.
She'll try to pull you to get away from her.
One of them goes,
I have no idea what that means.
"You're a rogue."
No, I'm not. I'm
Not yet.
Oh,
See that?
that's right.
That's it. Fortunately.
I'll keep trying to tug you to let's get the hell out of here.
One of them goes,
Yes. I'll approach.
one of them will go like this and pull its sleeve down and show you what looks like a red sun tattoo on his arm.
Loki does not know what that means.
one of them will go like this. We'll blow some powder, and you'll see an image of the magistrate's face. And then you'll see a dagger, and he'll go like that and cut the image.
You want to kill him?
I mean, going to a giant for subtlety is...
We have times.
Grand gesture.
Would you be able to help Loki? Loki's friends have been captured. One of them is a individual such as yourself.
Would you know that?
I know he's a rogue.
Why?
Well, you do rogue shit, don't you?
What have I done that's rogue shit so far?
Well, I mean, like, well, good,
How would you know that, though?
good point, I guess.
Yeah, in this case, so far, you wouldn't know that, I think. I mean, you got true sight, so, I mean, we can stretch that to some degree, but,
I guess, yeah. It's a good point.
don't get me wrong, I would love for them to know that, but...
So basically, my friends are locked up. Can you help?
Loki's friends need rescue.
He'll go like this.
Wait here.
You see them step into the shadows and then disappear.
She'll kind of back into a wall a little bit, kind of just.
Does anyone have a DMG?
You see an arm come out. It's right here on the bottom.
I'm gonna just use my phone to look it up.
They're pulling it for you.
You see an arm come out of the wall, and you see in his hands is two daggers like this. And then the arm goes back into the wall. That's a neat trick. So, those of you that are in your cells, what are you doing?
Are the twin cells side by side?
Yeah.
So they're just kind of like hands pressed against the wall and like leaning in and freaking out a little bit.
They're bars.
Oh, okay.
You can touch.
Okay, then they're like clasping hands and kind of leaning forehead together, and they're communicating like crazy, but telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be pacing.
George?
Is there a window or some way I can see the outside of the sky?
One of those small rectangular slits with bars in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I just sit down, start watching the sky, waiting for something to change.
Perception checks from the three of you.
See the thunder?
Huh?
Do you see the thunder?
Yeah, I'll burn the thing.
Not great. 11.
What'd you get?
Just a 12.
So, both of you will notice the thunder and lightning outside the window, but you don't see anything else. You notice, as you spent a point,
Yep.
you see some individuals moving along the wall. There's like 8 of them. Definitely moving like rogues.
We'll move as one from, because the cells here, so we're like this. As soon as we notice them, we'll move in concert towards the bars that are facing outward, and we'll start signaling.
One of them will give hand signs for standby. And then in unison, they attack the 8 guards and kill them. Like quietly.
The twins will take note of their technique.
You notice they have surgical precision. Like they've been doing this for a very long time, whatever they are. And you see one of them walk over to you and go like this, pull his sleeve down, and you see a red sun.
Have we seen that symbol before?
You have.
Okay.
You know them to be the Brotherhood of the Red Sun. They are the only good aligned rogues guild that's known. They're like the Robin Hood. They do things for people who are in need, and they right major wrongs as best they can.
So we'll hand signal Magistrate Evil.
They nod in unison. One of them will hand you the keys off one of the guards.
We'll point to their thieves' tools. We want to try and pick the lock.
He'll hand you one of his thieves' tools. Give me a roll.
Just burn one.
You had guidance.
It's
too
not
low,
going to help
it's
with
too
a nat
low.
one. So we'll burn one.
They kind of nod and look at each other. They seem impressed. But they hand you the keys anyway, so you can let the rest of your friends out quicker.
Sure.
One of them will hand sign to you. Half giant outside of city.
Oh, they took him all the way outside the city.
They were
Okay.
going to kill him, but your mute friend killed the guards.
They'll nod improvingly, and then they'll say, they took our things, we need them back.
This way.
Vital. And then we'll unlock the door for you.
So you guys now, the two of you now see the rogues. They are wearing full leather, full black leather. You barely saw them until they stepped out of the shadows. And they all have masks covering their face.
We'll point to their masks. Ask if they have extras.
I'll look at the twins.
These are friends.
They will hand you two masks.
We follow.
Are you guys following closely? They'll take you down, and they will help you raid the stockade, the armory, and kill about 6 more guards, and show you to your stuff, as well as the stuff that was seized from the cart.
Okay. We'll take all of it, because at this point, we don't want these people to have it, so...
Okay. You hear something coming down one of the corridors. Definitely the sound of troop footprint, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you feel a wave of very uncomfortable energy wash over you from one of the people that's coming. And all of the rogues look at each other and go, and they point to a wall.
We gotta get out of here.
Alright, have I finished donning my stuff?
Yep. A
Alright.
couple of the rogues will help you if it's medium or heavy armor.
It's medium. So.
Okay, they'll help you adorn it quicker.
Are you wearing armor? I mean...
I got like bracers.
Oh, so you don't have... Oh, you're a barbarian. That's right.
So they go over to the wall.
I'm sure it goes without saying, but we took all of his stuff too, so we can give it back to him.
Yeah. They will make with chalk what looks like a fake door. They'll knock on it 3 times, and then you'll see them open the wall like it's a door.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then they'll point.
Okay. The twins will go through.
Okay. Only one of them will come through with you. The other ones will turn and head towards what's coming.
Wow. Ballsy.
And the wall opens up right behind where she's standing. So both of you notice it. You see your friends come out.
She'll jump.
And one of the rogues. And then he'll go like that and pull the wall shut. And then he'll wave his hand over it and you'll see the seams disappear.
Did I get her back to him?
Huh?
Did we get her back
Yes.
to him?
Well,
Okay. We need to get the hell out of here.
I'll whistle for Hati.
You don't hear a response. Remember, you're on the other side of the city. He went towards the woods on the other side of the city, so he's quite a ways away.
Okay. But he's also got very good hearing. So.
Yes, but you just can't hear a response right now.
Okay.
he's miles away. Probably.
So the rogue looks at you and goes, and he'll start leading you down the wall, and he'll lead you around the corner, and you'll see a couple of guards up on one of the towers. You'll see him kind of put his back against the wall and kind of have you guys go against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see him go like this, reach into the back of his neck, and pull something out of his coat. And you see it's a longbow. And then he'll go like this, and you see that there's a quiver on the small of his back. He'll... And almost with surgical precision, he'll kill 3 guards in the tower. And then he'll go like this, and have you guys follow.
Okay.
He leads you down to the dock, and he points to a boat. And he turns as you see some guards coming, and he drops the bow, pulls 2 short swords, and charges towards the people.
How many guards are there?
Like 10.
Okay.
But like I said, he pointed at the boat.
I'll wave you guys in.
You have the contraband, right?
Do I have the contraband?
Or who has the contraband?
He has a big bag.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll reach into the bag. I'll grab one of the I'll grab one of the skins full of fireball juice.
Don't throw that!
I'm gonna just wing it at the guards.
Okay, give me a ranged attack.
You're setting nuke off in this town.
Give me a ranged attack.
We're outside the town.
We're on the docks.
We're at the docks. It's gonna kill us all.
It's gonna blow up all the boats.
Well, I mean the AOE.
Give me a ranged attack roll, George. You already said you did it.
I'm gonna spend a point to make it an auto success.
Okay. I need a reflex save or dexterity save from everyone. I'm gonna tell you before you tell me your total. The DC is 25. So you might want to burn a point if you don't reach it.
I have to burn a point.
I would have to roll a 19 or higher.
But the AOE of fireball doesn't increase with.
You don't know what that magic item does.
It's similar to Fireball, not explicitly the
You're
same.
basically costing fireballs to save.
Remember, there's 100 uses of this thing, and you just used all 100. You're basically ripping a hole to Muspelheim.
He didn't know what he stopped him, so
When I identified these items, I told everyone.
Okay, it's fine. It's
dangerous.
Fine. It's fine.
done.
I believe the 3 of us are all using points, so.
Yeah.
But everyone else succeeded.
I had to use a point, but I succeed.
Okay. So you guys dive into the water in unison. As you see this thing hit the ground, and you see like 6 or 7 sparks, like, and then all of a sudden you just see whoosh! This massive column of fire erupts in a 600 by 600 foot square.
Well, we can mark that off the map.
And you just see the rogue and all of the guards are turned to ash in a matter of seconds.
Was it a deck? It was a deck save. Can you imagine if the rogue made that deck save? I'm alive.
At his level, he should have evasion.
Yeah,
It's true.
The rogue might survive.
The rogue did some ninja backflips and dove into the water.
Okay.
But the docks are on fire. 7 of the 8 ships are on fire, and about 30 pedestrians are dead. As the entire docks are on fire for Vennensod.
Wait, you said it was 600 by 600, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's a small number of casualties for a big AOE like that.
Well, it's the middle of the night.
So actually, it's like
It was midday,
lunchtime.
wasn't it?
It's like
Yeah.
lunchtime.
Oh.
Is the boat that he pointed to the one that's not on fire?
Correct.
Okay, we'll swim to the boat.
Yep.
So as you get onto the boat, you see, weirdly enough, just a average human just staring, like he's got the stick, like getting ready to push off from the dock, and he's just like, okay.
Oh, it's funny too, because I dove into the water to get out of the thing, but after it's gone, I just basically climb on top of the water and walk towards the boat.
So as you guys get
You
on
have water
board,
walking?
Huh?
You have water walking?
the ring of elemental
My
water.
ring.
Oh, I thought that was command water elemental.
It does.
It
does
gives you
a
other
couple
abilities like
things.
water breathing, water walking.
Gotcha.
I guess the way that they were viewing it is how can you command a water elemental if you can't survive in their plane?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's also nice because I basically used mistles to make it appear as a normal ring.
So the boat pulls off as you guys see like the masts of other ships and stuff falling over. People are screaming. There's panic. The city bells are ringing. It's utter chaos.
Did all of us get on the board? The
Everyone
boat?
is on board.
Including the other rogue or not?
The other rogue you do not see.
Okay.
He dove into the water.
Dozer.
But he
Sam.
doesn't seem to be coming this way?
What? No, he doesn't seem to be coming this way.
As soon as I get to my feet, I slap him.
Oh shit!
I will do a athletics check to grab your arm.
That's an whoa.
PvP.
Technically, she's doing a surprise attack,
Okay.
so you'd have to roll perception to see it in time. So
It's 0 damage. I'm just slapping you.
Well,
I think it's the principle.
Yeah, it's the attack.
So roll an attack.
That's a 2 on the die, so 1.
let's see. For my perception, I would get 14.
Okay, so you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can roll an athletics. You can roll an opposed athletics
Or acrobatics.
or acrobatics.
Another 2 on the die, so no.
Oh my god.
That's a 14 on my athletics.
Okay, so you catch your arm by the wrist. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay. That'll be a 20, dirty.
If you even hyperflex your wrist, you might snap her bones. She's that malnutrition. So you're gonna want to be careful how you deal with this.
All right, I'll just give her a sort of inquisitive look.
Like really?
I kick him in the dick.
Oh my god! Roll to hit.
As,
I have a second hand.
can I attempt to like hold person her?
You can just give her an order.
This has gone
Oh, yeah.
completely off the rails.
Hilt, stop!
Do you stop?
I gotta roll a percentile high, she will. Low, she will. She gives you an extremely dirty look. And then she tries to pull her grasp away from you.
Do you let go of her?
What's she doing? I'm sorry.
She's pulling away.
She's trying to pull away.
All right, I'll let her go.
Okay.
She'll storm off.
The captain says, "There's no fighting on my boat."
Really?
Yeah, really. If you don't like it, you can swim.
Sam.
Thank you for your help. Do you have any idea what's going on? Because we're kind of in the dark here.
So am I. All I know is that guy paid me a very large amount of gold to get you out of the city.
Well, we appreciate that.
Where am I taking you?
Well, I don't want to go back to whatever firestorm that was. Would he have seen Skull throw the thing? The captain?
No.
Okay. Whatever that firestorm was, we don't want to be anywhere near it, so I guess...
Yeah, what was that? I've never seen anything like that before.
Wow, there's some weird shit in the city.
That was like Surtur himself came down and was like, fuck that guy.
All we know is we don't want to get caught up in any of that funky shit going down in the city.
Well, probably a good idea.
We wish to.
Well, I did have a quite lucrative job I was looking for people for. If you're looking for work.
What's the job?
Well, there's an island quite a ways away. I was hired by a wizard to investigate the island.
Wizard.
Mm-hmm. Out of game, very rare thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he specifically said wizard.
Where's this wizard?
Back in his tower
Where's that?
in the capital.
Well,
For those of you that don't remember, that's Orgrim.
Well, I'm game. How about you folks?
Find Hati.
Yeah, is there any way you could pull up on the shore? Which we came from the north, so theoretically, Hati would be north of the city.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, we would appreciate that.
So he'll swing wide to avoid the city. And he'll pull up to shore. And you'll see Hadi just standing there on the shore like...
I'm sorry, I don't want to step on your feet, but while we're going, we want to engage in small talk with him, weave in some thieves' cant just to see whether or not he's part of it. I figured he wasn't, but we wanted to make sure. I'm sorry.
I put my armor on too.
Around who?
Put my armor on.
Oh, armor on.
I
thought you
heard
said you
armor
put my
on.
arm around.
Oh,
What? That's really
I'm
awkward.
going.
We just met.
Like, damn, bye.
That would be intimidating. A half giant put his arm around you.
It would be
like-
hard, too, because you'd have to go, like,
I'd have to.
bend way down. Anyway.
Alright.
He'll swim to the boat.
Yeah. I'll pull him up and I'll pull him up and cuddle. Then I'll pull a sprig of mistletoe out, which I don't need to track as a component because it has no material value. Good berry.
Happy dog. Or happy wolf, rather.
I'll hold one out to Hill.
She doesn't even look at you.
Take.
I see a pillow with his future.
Sorry. What? Oh.
She's
Well, I
sitting
heard
off in the corner. She won't even acknowledge him.
So, as you guys...
I'll pass them around to everyone who wants one.
Thank you.
the captain will take one.
Alright.
What is this?
It's a good berry.
Snack.
do that.
Ooh. Magical berry.
Do what?
Throw things.
It worked.
Knives, almost.
It's also the only one of them you had. Anyway,
Problem solved.
so as you make your way, he says, "So, you guys want the job?"
Please.
Okay.
I'll glance back at the silver smoke on the horizon. Yes.
He'll give each of you 200 gold pieces.
Just right off the bat. All right.
He says, "This is your first payment."
So that's what, 20,000 silver pieces?
Yep.
He hands you 200 gold
Or-
pieces.
2,000 silver pieces.
She won't even acknowledge it.
We'll take her.
It's
You
obvious
can
she
give
has
it
her
to
slave collar on.
You can give
He
it
doesn't
to
seem
me.
to notice it.
You can give it to me.
Okay. He'll give it to you.
It was 200, right?
200 for each person. He says 500 will be given to you upon completion of scouting the entire island.
We are cartographers, so we can make a map when we get there.
Truly?
I'll take out a couple of our maps and show them.
Ooh. Wonderful work.
Thank you.
You know, this map working here looks very familiar. He'll point to the area of the map that you have that's a copy of the one she gave you.
Okay.
He says, "You know, this map looks very familiar. Did you get this from a very grumpy woman?"
Well, we wouldn't have shown him that map because we were showing him our work.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But I mean, if he can, like, we can pull out all of our maps and he can notice that one if you want to do that.
That's what I assumed you were doing.
We're not going to show him somebody else's work and say, "Look how good we are." Like the point of this is to show him that we can make quality maps.
Fair enough. So he takes a look at it and he goes, "Ooh, very nice, interesting. Definitely, seems like it was meant for us to meet you." And then he says, "Well, I'm going to set course and then I'm going to go take a nap. The ship will pretty much drive itself. Come get me if there's a storm."
We're pretty much on a long ship, right?
Yes. So
This
he's
is a long shot. We don't suppose you have any way of sending a map to somebody. We're going to send some of our work back to
Oh no,
Finn.
I'm not a wizard.
We figured not, but we were hoping to do so in Vennensod, and it didn't work out. Oh well.
So when he goes to the back of the longboat and lays down and covers up with a couple skins, you hear within 5 minutes he starts snoring. And when that happens, out of the shadows steps that rogue that dove into the water.
Oh, good. You're all right.
He'll nod to you. He'll do some hand signs, basically says, I'm glad to see all of you made it okay. What the hell was that explosion?
What does he say?
Well, he said that in common.
No.
Oh.
All hand signs.
Oh, okay.
None of them talk.
Oh, at all. Okay.
Can you not talk?
He said, what was that explosion?
He points up and he goes,
What does that mean?
a vow of silence.
Yeah. So we'll signal back to him. He understands. We don't have to signal back. We found some red powder in one of the oxen we were supposed to deliver. Very explosive. Our friend here decided it was a good diversionary tactic.
To use all of it.
He'll do hand signs and he'll say smart, but could have been deadly for everyone.
We were lucky. And I'll just, for simplicity's sake, I'll just say the twins translate everything Ron is saying.
And then at this point, he asks you a question I don't think you're going to translate.
Mm-hmm.
He says, are you the one that was hired to kill him?
Yes. In hand signals.
What did he say?
What was done with his body?
And again, in hand signals, it was buried less than a day south of Finn. A manticore's head was used as the marker.
He nods. He'll do some more hand gestures and says, very well. And you see him go like this and reach for your hand. Which one's talking to, male or female?
It has to be one of the two, not both?
It can be both, but he's just going to have to do it one at a time.
Okay. I'll just roll the male-female die then. The female would be the one talking.
You see he grabs her wrist, slides your sleeve up, takes his finger, goes like this, touches your wrist, and you see a red sun appear on her wrist.
Did something happen to his finger while he was doing that?
With true sight?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You see red energy come from the sky down to his fingertip.
Was it painless?
Yes,
Okay.
but it is a permanent mark.
That's fine.
That red sun, is that connected to any of the gods' religion?
Go ahead. Then the male. He does a hand sign. Reward for a mission well done, as you were promised.
We'll hand signal back. We were already paid, but thank you.
Out of game, you remember they said that you would be initiated if you succeeded.
Oh, right. Yeah, he did say that.
Natural 20, so a total of a 29.
I'm going to see how much Hunter remembers from Nordic lore. Who is the deity that existed before Odin took power?
That deity? Wasn't that his father?
It would have been the equivalent of like a titan or...
Well, I know the world
An elder
is made from the body of Ymir, I think, right? It's supposed to be.
But Odin's dad came from the body.
Yeah. I don't remember Odin's father's name. I don't remember Odin's father's name. Bors? Can't remember.
What is your guess?
Is it Bors? Or Bor?
It's Bor. B-O-R-R.
Okay.
It is the seal for Bor.
A dead god.
Works
Isn't
for
he
us.
dead?
As much as a god could die, I guess.
Well, also, I mean, remember, we are in a fantasy world based on Norse mythology. We're not necessarily strictly Norse mythology.
Also, if we're following D&D rules, and vestiges are a thing.
So, you are now aware of a couple things with those symbols put on you. You are now You have the ability to shadow step once per day per Constitution modifier, and it's up to 15 feet.
And it basically works like
You
Misty
step into the
Step, or-
shadow,
Oh,
you
okay.
step out of the shadow.
So it's 1x per day per
Con
con mod.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's less like Misty Step and more like the shadow monks ability, kind of, but lesser.
So, you're
Can we bring any like people or things or animals with us?
Yeah, whatever you have on you.
Okay, so she can port with us.
Yes, but like you can't take a person.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is probably a size maximum.
It's more important that if we step into the shadow, she doesn't just like bamf out of our packet.
So, as you guys are going down through the water, basically, I'm gonna have you guys do a encounter roll.
How long of a time are we doing? Because there's a couple of role play things I'd like to do before we get too far into this.
This is just for the night.
Okay.
But this is gonna be months of travel.
Okay, because we would definitely do this before the night is out. So.
Okay.
And is he staying with us?
Who?
The rogue?
No. He's
Okay.
getting ready to leave, actually.
Okay, we will then two quick things. We will ask the rogue. We know it's mundane, but if he would deliver our map to the Grand Library of Finn,
Sure.
so we give him that map so that we are completing our promise. And then the only other thing we would do if she lets us is the twins would try and isolate Hill and chat with her a bit. If would she let us?
She'll listen.
Okay. So we'll kind of sit down near you and say, "We hear you rescued us."
She'll just lean against the wall.
Mm-hmm. We hear you took out a couple of guards. There's some potential in you. I don't know, maybe there's a couple of things we can teach you if you're interested. You know those hand signals we were passing with the road? Would that be interesting too? Maybe picking some locks.
Kind of just gives a. You ever see like a pissed off 12-year-old?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Those are.
She's really pissed off at him right now.
Yep. No, we know. We know you're not in the mood to chat. We have one important question for you. Do you want to be free? Of all of it. Of that collar around your neck, of the gods dictating your life. Do you want to make your own thing?
If you say gods, I need to make her a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Set a DC for me.
Okay.
Fuck, I nat 20.
You succeed.
You're playing it cool with us.
Blank stare.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can't do it for you, but we're going to be on this boat for a while, so come to us if you want to.
She'll just lean more into the wall and kind of just hold herself there.
For what it's worth, we've never been in your situation, but we do know what it's like to not be given the rights of a full person. We want to make it better for us and for you. And then we'll leave her alone, because she's obviously not engaging with us, so we don't want to push anything.
So when you come back from talking to her, the rogue does a couple hand signs and says, "I have to go."
We'll signal back. Be safe. Do you have any way of contacting us?
We are everywhere. If we need to find you, we will. And then you
Thanks.
see him go like this, and you see the sun symbol here. He goes like this. His hand will glow a red color, and then he will turn into a red orb, and
That's so cool.
That's a neat trick.
Hottie will be bad at it.
rogue reflexes. All right, I need a D6 roll from someone. We'll start with you for encounters for the night.
These encounter rolls have gone well for me. I think I've hit it every time I've rolled. No, there was one I didn't. 6.
All right, percentile roll, sir.
53.
Oh, interesting.
We meet the Kraken.
That doesn't actually make sense because there's no ice in these waters. So roll again.
Percentage again?
Yep.
82.
Oh. So off your peripheral vision, you see a woman in a white flowing dress, a ghost, just walking across the water.
Oh, yeah.
Your boat's going this way, she's going this way. You just pass by her.
Okay.
She looks dazed, like she's just wandering the ocean.
Our captain is still asleep at this point?
Yep. And you are also the only one that sees her.
Okay.
Okay.
Is she close enough to make out any details, or is she far
All
enough
you
away?
see is like female specter, white wedding dress, veil, walking on water.
Okay. We will make.
Ethereal, kind of transparent.
Yep. We'll make no move
Is
to.
he the only one that sees this?
Mm-hmm.
Darn.
We'll make no move to
Interesting.
disturb her, and we won't say anything about it right now.
You'll pass by.
Our precious.
Question: does she have a net in her hand?
Maybe. Do you want to roll a perception check to notice anything specific?
13.
You notice that the veil is very ornately woven, the fabric, and you notice in her left hand, you almost didn't see it because it's dragging alongside of her dress, but she's dragging along the water of what looks like a very large net.
Okay.
And in her right hand, she's holding something, but you can't see what it is.
Okay. We're not trained in religion, but so would we be able to roll or not?
I'm gonna say that would be a little obscure
Okay.
for someone not trained in religion.
Perfectly fair.
So evening comes. The captain will wake up and we'll go, "Ooh, that was a nice nap." And then you'll see him pop open what looks like a mini keg, and then he'll grab in with his stein a big mug of ale, and he'll knock it back, and then he'll close it up. All right. You see him hold up a transparent crystal and kind of start looking at the stars. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're on track. He'll move some ropes around and stuff. I mean, one person can pilot one of these things, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Hild is sitting down, kind of chilling.
She's trying to keep to herself.
But you're sitting down. You're not trying to stand up on a ship hitting
Yeah, she's
waves.
sitting.
All right. Let me see.
Oh.
So you.
Everything okay, sis? Yeah. Everything okay?
Seems to be.
So, as you guys are kind of talk, enough. That is enough. 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 My God.
Sit.
You ever just regret things?
I think every parent can relate to that.
You know, it's like the joke of with parents is parents had dreams. They had dreams. And then you came along, and then those dreams are gone.
So I'm gonna share a little information about myself to our viewers. So I have ADHD. I have since I was a little kid. Okay, so as a DM, it's incredibly important for me to be able to maintain on track, so that I can keep the momentum of the story, the NPCs, and all the events happening in a timely fashion, while also giving attention to the players. It's really hard to do that when you have a high-pitched squeak happening in your right ear constantly, and barking and whining and jumping and dancing and peeing and pooping and eating paper towels and jumping and peeing and pooping and squeaking and barking and
And eating paper towels.
Right.
for fuck's sakes.
You mentioned the dog.
So I've kind of reached the limit of my aggravation for the day, but we will be taking a break at 3 o'clock so people can eat their lunches as we normally do for the our previous game. But the night progresses without any problems, so you guys can roleplay amongst yourselves a little bit, but I do want to kind of get you guys to the island, so I don't want to do a lot of side roleplay. But there is going to be about 3 months of downtime.
Okay.
We would have
It's a long journey.
we would have given back all of the various things to everybody if they didn't already have them.
Okay.
That would be the key thing. We would have said to Loki, "Well, you were right. We should not have trusted that magistrate. How did you know he was dirty?"
Because if Loki was an evil man, that's what Loki would have done.
I mean, before we even got to town.
Yes.
So if Loki were evil, he would have become a magistrate of Vennensod? We don't understand.
Loki would have got into a high position of power where Loki runs things. And then when good do-gooders come to Loki to do things, Loki would have everything Loki needs.
But surely there must be good people in those positions. I mean, we've only ever heard good things about the Earthane of Vennensod.
That we've heard.
Right.
What about what
The captain goes, ha!
What about what we haven't heard?
What haven't we not heard?
I don't trust anyone,
I mean, we try not to either.
especially people in power. They're always having an agenda of some kind.
Loki believes only trust the gods and those
There's
who
even some of them that I
let
don't trust.
decide.
Says the captain.
What did he say?
There's even some of those I don't trust.
How does Loki respond to that?
He gets extra food.
When dealing with Loki, you should always be on guard. And
The
don't take
captain
what he
says,
says at face value.
the captain says, "Are you referring to yourself or the Loki?"
I just kind of.
The captain says, "See what I mean?"
All right.
The captain saw through that shit. So did Ron. That's not what you were doing.
Well, it wasn't partially that, but Loki is kind of mercurial and fickle.
So, he will hand you a fishing pole, and we'll say, "Find some dinner while I'm doing my job."
All right. I'm going to do a Constitution check for seasickness because I have never been on a boat before.
Here we go.
Oh, that would include me. Well, unless I came from overseas.
You're not from overseas.
Okay.
13.
You're a little uncomfortable.
18.
Okay.
You're good.
I will sort of hunker down as much as I can, try and get some bracing on my shoulders, just to.
You might want to pass the pole to someone else.
Well, I know how to fish. It's just.
Yes,
that,
but you're also not yourself.
All right.
You're like, I'm good. Did the bobber move or did I move? Like, where? What? Just, yeah, here. It's making you more dizzy.
I'll hold it out to the captain. Sailor.
He'll look at each of you, and then he'll hand you the fishing pole.
I was gonna say I have my own, but I was gonna volunteer to do it. Dude. How big is this ship?
Long ship, probably about 100 feet, maybe.
Hunter must have a thing for gods. Loki cosplaying as Jesus. Walking
That's
across the water.
The ultimate joke of Loki. I am Jesus. Worship me. You
Negative.
don't want to worship those dumb Norse gods.
All gods are the same in Guilty's eyes.
So, as you
What is God to a non-believer?
throw the pole out, go ahead and give me your survival check.
Still God.
Me?
No, him. Are you fishing?
No.
These fish are still spooked.
Gonna snag a megalodon. Cut the line.
Didn't that happen to us in one of your games?
Mhm.
I thought so.
Huh?
Was
They
it you?
said-
Yeah, that's right. It was Coral.
Snagged a megalodon.
We ate good that night.
We ain't good for the next month.
Just a 12. First cast.
Don't catch anything on the first cast. Give me a second cast. Guidance. I felt some guidance there.
And it helped.
19 on that one.
Okay. Give me a percentile roll.
57.
Ooh.
Nice large marlin.
Red. I'll let you pick the color. Red, yellow, or blue.
No, blue's my favorite.
Okay. So, you notice when you bring it up to the surface, those of you that have survival or nature can roll. You being a sailor out, you already know what it is because it's been pulled in many times.
14 on survival.
21.
16.
Chicken nuggets.
15.
So everyone is actually weirdly aware of what it is. It is a bluefin tuna. A big one. Enough. Enough!
Which one was it?
That's Sam. He's whining because he wants attention. Like, they act like they're dying, like they've never gotten attention before. Like, I spend all day with both of them, like, because I work from home, so it's not like they're abandoned. Anyway, so he's going to need help bringing this fish on board. It's big. Give me a strength check. And you can give me your survival check to keep the fish on the line while he does that.
Question, is this fish small or medium sized?
It's actually large for its category.
Wait, it's a large sized creature category?
No, it's a large fish for the fish category. But
Bigger than normal.
compared to you, it's medium.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So I have advantage. Because I'm size bigger.
Fair enough.
Ugh.
I mean, bluefin tuna can be as big as this table. I mean, they're big fish.
Yeah, they're huge.
Enough. You understand?
You got
Enough.
to be the hero.
That is
You got
enough.
to be the hero.
Stop.
How did I be the hero?
You killed the guards. You saved him.
I
He
did.
would all be dead.
I don't know why she did it. Oh, yeah, that's
What'd you
right.
get?
She was
10.
God.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay. You pull it on board. Woo. You barely hit the DC, by the way. Only because you're so big. So as you pull it on board, who's landing the killing blow?
I mean, if no one else is doing it,
Bludgeon it.
I was just gonna take its head off with the axe. That's
That's a waste of meat.
It's a bluefin tuna, like most of its body is its head.
oh.
So,
Here. I hand him a club.
okay, you put it out of its misery.
Mm-hmm.
Who is dicing it up?
I can do that as well, unless.
Okay, give me your survival check.
All right.
Helen, are you watching?
We'll help.
No, she's actually not paying attention
It's
at
big
all.
enough, we can help.
And technically, And technically those are beasts. So would I have my favored foe against it?
I mean, kind of obvious, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So that'll give me advantage. All right. So 24.
All right. So you field dress it, throw the extra pieces over, scale it, fillet it, throw the unedible parts overboard, giving back to nature as one is supposed to do. You smell fish.
I gotta roll that roll today. And she doesn't give a shit.
So you're not gonna make a little fire on the boat?
Nope. One, because I don't want to burn the boat down.
Well, there's
The fire pit.
a fire pit.
I think she's in such a mood she's just ignoring it.
Okay. So who's gonna cook the fish?
I'll cook it.
Okay.
You guys ready to have the cookings of a half giant?
So you see he has this little raised area. Basically, it's like a grill where you can get some charcoal hot and cook it without endangering the ship.
I'm guessing it's some sort of like brazier, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. There's also a reinforced area around it, so in case fire does get out, it won't catch the boat on fire. But as you start doing it, I'm gonna have you make a perception check as you start filleting the pieces.
12?
You don't see it. You know it's there because you know she's there. She's like,
Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to hide her for the whole journey, so I figured now's a good time for her to pop out.
you see a puff of black smoke appear in front of you. And you see a displacer kitten appear and start eating a piece of fish.
Hottie.
I just kind of go like this to kind of push it back just a little bit. Not like threateningly. It's like, it's
Push
like
the cat back.
Well, so it's basically like this. If the cat's like eating it, I'm kind of like this, like.
Can you not be where I'm cooking?
Yeah. And I will cut off a piece and I'll set it next to it, basically.
Now, you had noticed her before, right?
No, she did.
Well, I knew she did. She was the only one who did?
She's the only one that's noticed.
Okay.
So she'll bamf and appear on the male's shoulder with her piece of meat in it.
Well, we guess the cat's out of the bag now.
Oh! Was that the thing in one of the things in your bag?
Yeah.
Too many legs.
He's referring to the tentacles.
And
No,
the
they have
extra
6
legs.
legs.
Oh, does it have 6 legs?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Displace makes
1,
6.
2, 3,
I forgot.
5, 6.
I know what I want to do. I just squirted some water on them and it made them stop. I want to get a water bottle.
Spritzer.
I want to spritz them because it made them stop.
I already did send something a little bit ago about I sent it to you on Discord in a private message.
Oh really?
Yeah, like a dog training thing.
Oh.
Cool. So we will introduce Tickles to the group officially at this point and explain that she's basically our daughter, is how we'll phrase it.
She seems very, very lovable, very quiet, keeps to herself. But now that you guys know about her, she's all over the boat, investigating everything.
So how did you give birth to a cat?
No, we didn't give birth to her, but we were there when
Well,
Her-
you said she was your daughter.
her mother was killed while she was still inside. And
The
we happened
captain's
to be
just
there.
staring at you. Like,
So we cut her out of her mother.
Oh.
So go ahead and give me a survival roll for cooking.
Okay, that's better. 27?
27. So you cook up some pretty good tuna steaks, pass them out. Everyone's happy. While a cat can get away with eating raw fish a lot, it's generally not good for dogs to eat raw fish, canines. So your wolf is slightly intelligent, so he'll wait for the cooked portion.
My wolf has intelligence of 8.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he's smart.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll wait for a cooked portion, and he'll, like this, gently take it from you when you hand it to him. And then he'll go sit over in the corner and eat quietly.
Oh, aren't you a good boy? You look just like Gary and Frecky. That's a huge compliment.
You're getting close to him while he's eating.
Oh. Well, no, I said that while I handed him the thing.
Oh, he won't say anything then.
I'm gonna sit down with my back. Basically, we're gonna be back to back, so we're warming each other and eat.
It is kind of cool on the ocean.
Yep.
So-
it feels wonderful.
As you guys are proceeding, we're gonna jump to a week now at this point. Provisions are decently stocked because you guys can pull fish out of the water, and he has a few barrels of clean water, so you guys are pretty good. Plus, he has fruit and vegetables,
And I have good berry.
and you have good berry.
And I can create and destroy water.
There you go.
Nice.
So you guys are pretty stocked for a little bit.
I did want to figure out what the anklets do, because we still have we still have that when he threw that, so I'm guessing we have the other stuff too.
Yes, everything's in one bag.
Yeah. I wanted to figure out the anklets because I think they all have the same type of
yes.
thing, don't they?
All right, so we will talk about that when we get back from our lunch break. But for now, we are going to go on our lunch break. We will be back at 4 o'clock. I'm going to give us some time with the pups and let people stretch their legs. Thank you for sticking with us for the first portion of episode 3. We will see you guys back at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time.
See you soon.